Latoya Handy, and you probably may or may not have seen my last YouTube video. I wanted to do another one because I have something to say, and you might as well get used to my face because I'm going to say things a lot. I'm an autistic woman. I am a Black woman. But regardless of any stereotypes, I am still a woman. The things that I would like to talk about in this video today is vulnerability and strengths within that vulnerability. You might notice I'm not wearing makeup. My hair isn't done. I have my hair in a little bun because it's about to get very real. Life is not always portrayed for us like it is in the media. The Good Doctor is probably as close to accurate portrayal as autistic as I feel it can get. This past couple of weeks, I actually hit my breaking point more times than I can count. I have cried more times than I can count. And yes, I have been on the verge of almost ending my own life more times than I can count. But every single time I get close to the edge, it's something that always pulls me back. Something always tells me to keep going. And that thing is my daughter. That person is my daughter. She was diagnosed with autism at 5 years old, which was just last year. She just turned 6. And I am going to be 29 later this year. And I have to start asking myself, when am I going to stop feeling bad? When am I going to stop pretending that I'm okay when I'm not okay? It's okay to not be okay. I almost ended my life 20 times in my entire life. And I nearly died from about 4 of them. No words can express how bad it is to be judged to the point that you want to die just for being different. If someone has red hair, they judge you. If you're too fat, they judge you. If you're too skinny, they judge you. Even if you're autistic, they still judge you. And sometimes I find myself putting myself down from one little thing, and I'm at the point I'm tired. Why am I putting myself down? Everything that the naysayers and the haters said I couldn't do, I do it, and 10 times more. I do it better than them sometimes. That's not being cocky. That's speaking my truth, because I have a right to speak too. I have a place in this world too. I am important too. And it's hard. It's hard being an autistic mom, and it's hard being an autistic daughter. My mom encourages me like nobody else, and I love my mama so much because it's not easy. There is no manuscript to raising a child with autism, just like there's no script for living your life with autism. Whether you're verbal or not, your words matter. It doesn't matter how you say it. The important thing is just say it. Like I want to say it. Nobody can take away the part that makes me who I am. And I'm tired of letting people do that. I have bad days among the good days. I cry all the time. And I stopped crying for a while because people would always look at me and say, those are crocodile tears. That's fake. There is no way anyone should tell you how you feel is fake. Stand up for yourself. I believe in neurodiversity too, but as I mentioned in my other video, a lot of people say they do, but they really don't. We're real, we're here, and there are many of us. And I want to use the pain and trials of my life to try to get people to open up too. This is not an easy world, but we've got to fight for us as well. There are many causes that I'm passionate about. There are many things that I like to do. When I was little, I had a very bad dream. It was the very last time I actually tried to end my life. And in the dream, I actually had a little bit of an out-of-body experience. I saw myself in the casket for the very first time. I heard my mother cry for the very first time. And I realized just how much how much pain that would inflict on people who I know care about me. But I've got to get to a point that I care about myself. I've got to go on living for so many people who look up to me. And I've got to go on fighting for so many people who need me too. And I tried so hard to be what everybody else wanted me to be for 25 years, and I am not going to do it anymore. So what? I don't have makeup. So what? I may not be your standards of what society says I should be, or what I should act like, or what I should look like. I am not society. I am not. I am just Victoria. That's all I can be, and that's all I'm going to be from now on. Nobody gave you the right to take away who I am, just like no one gave anybody else the right to take away who you are. Say it. If you're hurt, say it. If you're scared, say it. And if you feel that you are weak, say it. There is no shame in that. I know I'm weak. I know it. Some days I like to sit in my room and eat a bowl of ice cream and sometimes mashed potatoes. Sometimes I forget to wash my hair. So what? I'm human too. So, but the main thing that I want people to understand is that we are humans too, and we deserve the same type of equality that every other cause is fighting for. Again, I'm autistic and I have held down jobs. I'm raising a child and I have garnered accolades from being in school that most people would swear up and down I don't deserve, or maybe I'm too stupid to get. I'm not stupid. I'm not. And I'm not weak. And I'm strong. And believe me, it takes a huge amount of womanhood to stand your ground. It takes a huge amount of womanhood to admit that I'm scared. It takes a huge amount of womanhood to say this to your face. YouTube or not, I will say it to your face. I don't want to let anyone put me down anymore. And this is not the last bad day I'm going to have. There is many trials. Autism is a huge, lifelong changing journey. And it's hard. It's very hard, but I intend to go through with every ounce of fight that I have. And I want you to do the same. Because no matter how many times people are around those who are autistic, it's not something that you can really understand. It's something you have to live. So all that you can do is just be there for us, accept us. It doesn't have to make sense to you. Just be there for us and love us as we are. We cannot change that. Believe me, I've spent a lot of years trying and I will not do it anymore. I am too good of a person to keep letting everyone put me down because I cry, or to make me feel bad because, again, I don't live up to society standards of how to act or how I should be, or maybe I don't pick up things as quick as you think I should. Everybody learns differently. So why should why should you choose me to be different? Why? I didn't choose to be different. Just like nobody chooses to have cancer, or nobody chooses to have any type of skin disorders like psoriasis. We don't choose autistic. It's who we are. So either you take us or you don't, but don't make us feel less than you. I spent a lot of time trying to figure out how to convey my messages to people. I was thinking about the perfect way to get it in their head, but there is no perfect way. This is realness. Everyone talks about living in the truth. Well, this is my truth. This is it. No makeup, no weave, no $40 nail manicure, no nothing. When I'm at home and when I'm outside, when I go to the gym, I'm still going to be me. And I hope that all of you learn from my life and my passionate about trying to help others who are just like me. At the end of the day, you're just like me. Even those who are non-autistic, you're still just like me. We're not that different. The only thing that separates us is a diagnosis. And I implore you to be very careful how you treat people, because tomorrow it could be you or your brother, your sister, or family. So I want you to take this time to think very carefully about your next move. Are you sure that you support neurodiversity? Are you sure? Because just as much as you can see us and our flaws and our judgments with your judging, we can see yours too. Be very careful when you stare into the abyss, because remember, the abyss stares right into you. And I find that small statement very powerful, because it's true. This is not the last you're going to see of my face. This is not the last time you're going to see my tears. This is not the last time. Have I done things I'm not proud of? Yeah, sure. We all have. So I don't always talk about it, but I'm going to say it now. I messed up. I didn't listen to my mom sometimes. I made friends that weren't really friends. I made a fool of myself sometimes. So what? We all have. But I have overcome that. Don't judge me for what I did. Don't judge me off my mistakes. Judge me for who I am now. I deserve that much, just like anybody else. So I'd like to leave you with this. It's easy to forget who we are when we try to keep remembering what we hope we be. It's easy to forget what we want to do when we try so hard to keep in the same time as what everybody else is doing. It's easy to forget just how much we mean to ourselves because we're out looking for approval from somebody else. And it's easy to forget just how much we mean to somebody else. It's very easy to forget, but it takes a strong amount of courage and sacrifice to remember. Remember who you are and live in that truth. Because starting today, that's what I'm going to do. And I hope you hear these words, and it's been an honor sharing my story with you. God bless you, and I hope to see you soon. Take care.